But we're going to dip into our first story right now. This is coming in from Kayla. And Cody, do I get any insight on this at all? Mr. Fogman, screener of the emails.
I know I screened it.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
Man, we are getting big time. Cody doesn't even remember the emails he's screening because we're getting so many. So many.
I've been so busy. My head is like a bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah. Well, it'll get better as time goes on. We will have people help us manage this stuff. It's coming.
My skull is full of Kool-Aid.
I love that about you. Anyway, we're going to start with our first email. All right, this comes in from Kayla.
Wait, no. I remember now.
What? Remember
Sorry.
what?
It's the Shusher.
The Shusher?
The Shusher. That was the title of the email, and that is what the story is about. Don't ask me.
The Shusher?
I didn't write it.
I've never heard of the Shusher.
Me neither. I think it's probably a personal thing that they named.
Okay. Well,
It's
Kayla,
like milk jug hands.
we're working on that.
Devious.
Yeah.
Deceptive. Garter of sap.
Maple blood. All right, so we got the Shusher apparently coming in from Kayla.
Don't make that face when you say the Shusher. You got to be like, spooked when you hear that.
The Shusher.
This is like, oh God, the Shusher.
All right, I said the last episode that I was gonna come in with like my
voice.
I was gonna come in with the voice.
With the voice.
The voice. Is it picking up on it? Is it?
Gonna be able to do that the whole time?
I'm looking at the levels. Oh, I can do this all day. Oh, absolutely. All right, so we're going to take the timber down for Kayla's story.
And I will take the timber up.
God help us. All right, here we go. Here's a true story that's given more than a few people goosebumps around the campfire over the years. You like that?
I can't even hear you from here.
What do you mean?
I'm sure the mic can hear you because you're right on it, but I can't even hear you. How am I gonna do my job?
This is what it's like to have a low voice. I have to up my voice so people can hear me in large crowds.
Why are you this way?
I don't know.
Also, you're not like you're talking away from. I don't know.
It still hears me.
Yeah, just do it. Just
Shut
do
up.
it.
Okay, shut up. God damn. Now I'm insecure. About it. Okay. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. Yeah, I know. Cliche as hell. But it really does set the tone. I was living in my then boyfriend's grandma's basement. Double whammy. We were sound asleep, our giant Labrador curled up on the floor next to us. As the storm picked up outside, I was jolted awake by the loud crack of thunder. Feeling a little bit annoyed, I stretched and looked around, but as my eyes landed on the foot of the bed, I froze. What do you think it is? Well, you know it's a Shusher, but what is a Shusher? This is like giving me, if I were to think of a Shusher, it would be Miss Brooks' 11th grade study hall. That woman was blind as a bat, but she could hear anything. And she would shush. I'm thinking of Miss Brooks at the end of my bed, shushing me.
Do it.
I'll do it. Standing there was something that completely paralyzed me from head to toe. I blinked a few times, thinking I must be seeing things, because what I was seeing couldn't possibly be real. But when I looked again, he was still there. Shh. A man, tall, thin, and soaked to the bone. Okay, wait. Soaked? He's wet?
A wet man. We keep getting weird wet people. We got an oily man, and now we got a soaked man.
I guess depending on the lighting is wet or oily. Are you sure this wasn't an oily boy?
Oh my God, we're just...
Oh my God, he jumped stories.
Oily man has returned.
The oily boily has returned.
Oily boily.
Ah!
No, but if I saw a wet man just standing at the edge of my... I don't know, what do you do? Do you ask him why he's wet? Or you just assume he came in out of the storm?
Well, listen, she's describing this story, and like the first descriptive aspect of this guy is that he's wet. He's a wet man. It's not like he had a menacing grin or he was pale or dressed finely, dressed sharply, you know? Nothing. It was wet. Huh. I wouldn't take kindly to that.
Stay strapped.
Yeah, right. Roll up out of bed. Bed's about to get a lot wetter, boy. Back to the story. He wore a red and black plaid shirt that looked like it had been through hell, just hanging off him like it didn't belong. His hair was long and scraggly, matted at his forehead. His cheeks were sunken, and he was staring directly at me. My first thought was, where's my dog? I don't know if that would have been my first thought. I don't know about that. I'd have been kicking. I've been like, who the fuck are you? Kicking that sumbitch off my bed. Afterthought. This dude probably killed my dog. Because where is
I hope
my
we
dog?
don't get stories like that. I want...
Motherfucker, you killed my dog. I'm going to John Wick.
Yeah.
My first thought was, where's my dog?
Hold on a second. This seems like it's going to be a very Keanu Reeves themed episode for some reason.
What do we do?
I don't know how we did this, but we're doing it.
What do we do? All right. My first thought was, where's my dog? Why isn't he barking? I wanted to glance down to check, but I was too afraid to move. It was so dark, I couldn't even make him out. And before you ask, why isn't she screaming her fool head off? Believe me, I've asked myself the same thing 100 times. Maybe some sleep paralysis type thing?
I mean, yeah, if it's not a person and it's like some sort of entity that has the power to do this kind of thing, then
I'd roll over, I'd check, is my partner there? Yes, there they are. You know, secondary, it'd be like, I don't recognize that plaid shirt if that is my partner. You know,
yeah.
Where's my dog? Why are you oily? Why are you on my bed?
Not oily, it's just wet.
Yeah, I guess there is a distinct difference there. But I'd already pulled out, the 9 from, my my desk, whatever, or my fucking bed mantle or whatever. I already had it out, or from underneath my pillow, whatever.
Sounds like they need a nightlight at this point. If it's so pitch black, it's like
you do got to give some credit here too that she's coming out of a sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming out of sleep to instantly be terrified.
Well, let's keep going. I turned back to the figure. He was still there, watching me. Water was dripping from his clothes, pooling on the floor. His features were shadowed, blacked out, but I could still feel his stare. So we did make the distinction that this is water. Just now. He's not an oily boy. Thank God.
We'd have to start looking into that. I mean, what if Oily Man was just a wet man and it was just dark and he couldn't tell what was
Not
wrong?
a chance. Not a chance. Story was too convincing.
You just don't want to give up on saying oily boy.
Oily boily. All right. My heart was pounding. I was sweating, frozen with fear, not sure what to do next. I started to roll over, desperate to wake up my boyfriend. But just as I shifted, the man raised one bony, twisted finger to his lips and shushed me. There it is.
That's kind of rude.
Yeah, you're in my house, motherfucker.
But still very scary.
Man, I'd whoop the fuck out of this motherfucker. Shush me. Shush me. And your fucking hipster
Almost
ass
like a warning, though. Like
wet plaid demeanor.
sounds like a warning, though, doesn't it? Like if she was about to like wake her boyfriend or whatever. And
Oh, you think this guy's like an agent of good?
well, no, but
If your boyfriend
like,
wakes up, like he'll have an aneurysm. Or like he's actually
like
a
no,
hero.
if she does wake him up, something bad's gonna happen.
I mean, catch 22 on that.
Like,
hey, don't wake him up, or else like I'll do way more than shush ya. I think that's what it is. Fear of consequence.
I don't know.
No, I will not be shushed.
I feel like it was almost like maybe she was the only one supposed to see that, and then I don't know, because the dog also didn't notice. You know,
Where is the dog?
I thought it was sleeping still.
I see
She not
nothing.
okay. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Where's the dog?
Dog's gone.
Dog gone.
Doggone it! And he shushed me like he was saying, "Don't do it, homie." All I could think to do was pull the blanket over my head and pretend I hadn't seen any of it. I laid there, breathing hard, praying he'd be gone. Eventually, I worked up the courage to peek out. He was in fact gone, vanished, like he had never been there. The door was still closed, no sound, no footsteps, no nothing. I looked down, and there was my dog, still peacefully asleep beside me. Hallelujah!
I would. Does it? Is that it right there, or is that keep going?
No.
Like,
I'm
I
just
would be
really
interested-
excited the dog's still
Yeah, I
alive.
know. I'd be interested. Is there a puddle where he stood?
Let's see.
And then you're thinking if he's wet, there's got to be like, I don't know if the floor is carpet or hardwood or whatever, but there should be wet footprints.
Mm.
And then if not, the fuck
Yeah.
is this just like a
Well, it says,
phantom wet boy?
to this day, I have no idea what I saw. An intelligent spirit, someone out to get me. How many times had he watched me before that night? Needless to say, I didn't sleep again that night. And yeah, it still haunts my dreams. Oily boilies will do that. I'm just going to keep...
Just gonna keep saying oily boily.
I'm running forward with it. That's spooky.
That's eerie.
So what do you think the wet meant? You think this was a
Could
drowning?
mean anything.
Like
It could be just a spirit that, you know.
anytime you watch
drowned.
those like paranormal shows and stuff like that, like how a ghost appears, like, oh, he looked to be on fire, or headless, or it's almost like a testament to like how they passed. If you were
Yeah,
to
like-
keep that same logic in this instance,
And his clothes had been through, his clothes had been through hell, it said. Looked like. He's soaked, so maybe he.
drown. I mean, she
Drowned.
said dripping.
And then it was storming outside, so maybe there was a correlation with he died in a storm or something.
We didn't get a follow up on whether or not there was like a puddle on the floor.
That's what I was wondering.
And she did say this essentially was the first time, because she said how many times had he been there watching before.
If she could see the water dripping off of him, and then after he was gone, there was just nothing. The
Right.
water was gone and everything. That would be something.
But if there was water
It was
there,
a puddle.
what if it was a
And that's
real person?
Even weirder. That's what I was saying. The tracks, like if there's tracks leading somewhere, but she also didn't hear anything.
Mm.
And the door was closed and all that. So it doesn't sound like.
Regardless,
It doesn't
that's
sound like it could have been a real
creepy.
person without her knowing it. Really,
Yeah, but
me. And then the dog still just didn't even.
chilling, peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like no aggressiveness to the dog. Dog didn't even bother to growl, bark, nothing. So what do you think the shusher?
I would be leaning towards some sort of spirit that.
Do you think there was a significance to her like not waking him up?
It seemed like a warning almost to me,
But
but I don't know why. I don't know. If I had to write a whole backstory for what I thought it was,
The shusher.
the Shusher, I would say a spirit that was either caught out in a storm and died, or drowned, one or the other.
Yeah. Interesting
And
to say the
maybe-
least.
During these thunderstorms, I would guess it would be in the immediate area.
Yeah.
I could, Kayla could look into local news stories and things like that, like the history, and see if there had been any deaths
Yeah. Totally.
around the area.
You know what else is interesting?
But then you'd have to find the weather and all that. It would be
Anytime that I've ever had like a paranormal experience, like I've always seen like any sort of apparition in like a like black and gray. I've never really seen color. She's like, especially at night, she's like there was a red and black plaid
Yeah.
shirt. You know, the fact that she was able to pick up on the red and black, even in like, I'm assuming a dark room. You know, like there could be all sorts of significance to that. Thank you guys for joining us for that episode of the Near Death Diary podcast around the internet campfire. I'd like to remind you guys that if you would like to have a story read on the Near Death Diary podcast, you can email us at the Hellfire Holler podcast at gmail.com. And why don't you hit that subscribe button, that notification button? Let us know that you like what we're doing by hitting the like button. And we will see you 8 p.m. for new premieres of the Near Death Diary podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mondays and Fridays. I'm your host, Deadeye Two Tongues.
Woo!
And we got the Fog Gilly himself, Mr. Cody. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next episode.